your tyres, so you need to beat Tsunoda. Go quicker through high speed if you have to. Tsunoda 0.8 now.
Yeah, I'm just getting so many mixed messages.
Copy. Overtake available. Priority 1, beat Tsunoda.
That point, but he's already pumped in a quicker lap than Lewis Hamilton. So, as it stands, he's on for that fastest lap. Schumacher had a huge moment down at turn 15, came back on right in front of Fernando Alonso as we heard Alonso's radio. Cost him a little bit of time, but with the virtual safety car, it's a chance here for Alonso just to give the tyres a bit of a reprieve.
So Verstappen pits now from second place. Set of soft tyres go on, and out he goes onto the circuit again. And he will have one shot at trying to take the fastest lap, which he does already have. So it's just a sort of banker fastest lap, I suppose, for Verstappen as he makes his way back out onto the circuit in second position. Alonso third, Perez fourth, Ocon fifth, Stroll, Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, Vettel, the top 10. Gasly, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, the top 15. Schumacher, Russell, Mazepin, the 18 drivers, Latifi and Bottas out.
Focus up. Next, only have one more lap.
Yeah, so Hamilton can't pit for soft tyres because there's only one more lap when he comes around and when the virtual safety car ends. So Hamilton can't set the fastest lap of the race. There's plenty of British fans in the crowd who are enjoying watching him at the front.
Has he boxed us up? Yes, he has.
But he had fastest lap anyway.
But it probably means that there's not a lot of point in Lewis pushing now for that fastest lap right at the death. Should be fine on tyre life. He's made 2 pit stops already. That's Verstappen's 3rd stop of the day for those soft tyres and a chance to go for fastest lap. But we're still under virtual safety car. This is going to help Fernando Alonso. 8 seconds the gap he's got to Sergio Perez. He can now relatively cruise when or if we get racing again.
Hamilton across the line. He starts the final lap of the race under the virtual safety car. Virtual safety car is ending, so Verstappen is going to get the run at the fastest lap, but he's got it anyway, so it's a relative irrelevancy. Lewis Hamilton is on the final lap of the race. He's just got about 4 kilometres to go until he wins the Qatar Grand Prix and closes the gap down at the top of the championship. Max Verstappen will still have the advantage at the top of the standings, but instead of being 14 points, it's going to be 8 points going into the final 3 races of the season. But on this form, Jolie and Palmer, it's tough to see anybody else getting near Hamilton with 2 races to go.
He's been unstoppable, hasn't he, for the last 2 races. Really quick in qualifying, pole position by over 4 tenths. From the last race, he had to start from the back and he still won. This time he had no such trouble, started from the front and he's been in absolute control. Red Bull have got to turn the tide because this is now starting to look emphatic, even though he's still got a championship deficit.
We've had a few punctures after Valtteri Bottas. Bottas has retired from the race in the other Mercedes, so this is good gains for Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship. Verstappen is going to finish second with the fastest lap. Fernando Alonso in the Alpine looks set to finish third for his first podium since 2014. Sergio Perez will finish fourth, but the checkered flag is waiting now. Lewis Hamilton out across the line. The checkered flag falls and he wins the Qatar Grand Prix, and he keeps this championship fight going down to the last 2 races. It comes down from 14 points to 8 points. Max Verstappen still has the advantage, but Hamilton is the man in form. 2 incredibly comprehensive victories in the last 2 races. Verstappen out of the final corner. Good job today in the early stages. Started 7th on the grid, finishes 2nd. Decent enough damage limitation. But even if he'd have started where he qualified in 2nd place, no answer.
It's hard to see how it would have been any better for him. It's a decent day's work for Verstappen. Fastest lap as well on the final lap. He's only lost 6 points in the championship, so it is 8 points that he'll lead by going to Saudi in a couple of weeks. But the form is just with Hamilton. So whilst Verstappen has done as much as he could from 7th on the grid, he had a great start, made light work of some of the other runners to get there. He's got to be worried by Hamilton's form.
Fernando Alonso crosses the line in 3rd place. A delighted Alpine team celebrate that podium finish. But Hamilton takes the win in the Qatar Grand Prix. You'll be able to get full reaction in the Checkered Flag podcast, which will be available to download. Hamilton takes the win. Very happy fans, aren't they?
Delighted for Lewis Hamilton.
Excellent work, Lewis. So that's P1. Great job this weekend, mate. Absolutely stellar. New track, and you dominated.
Fantastic job, guys. Fantastic. Let's keep pushing, man. We can do this.
Lewis, great. And now let's go to Saudi Arabia.
Now?
Bit early. Maybe that's the key, the preparation.
Yeah.
Unstoppable today, wasn't he? This is the race that could have been if he wasn't thrown to the back of the grid in Brazil. He had such pace, and he's just displayed it.
Fernando Alonso, third place finish, and he's going to be very happy with that. He's been voted driver of the day by the fans, and Verstappen did get the fastest lap. He already had it, but he did improve again. And here's Alonso's radio.
Yes!
Yes, get in there, you beauty.
Hey, ole, ole.
Ole, 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 ole.
Awesome job, mate. Well managed, well managed.
Sounded like Daniel Ricciardo on the team radio to Fernando Alonso. Alpine chuffed. Huge for them in the championship. Brilliant for Fernando Alonso.
Third and fifth, no points for AlphaTauri.
It's done, isn't it? That's fifth place in the Constructors, sealed for Alpine with a tremendous drive.
Well done, Max. We'll take that. Nice job. Well done, mate. That was damage limitation and a great recovery. Brilliant opening lap, so well done. Good points today and fastest lap.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm really interested in this championship dynamic coming into the... Because if you're Red Bull, is it starting to feel inevitable?
He's just got to beat Hamilton in either Jeddah or in Abu Dhabi. But can he do it with this pace deficit? They've got to find something, or they've got to hope that Hamilton or Mercedes fluff their lines at some point, because on this form, Lewis, if he can win from the back, he can certainly win from the front. It's got to be really a bit of a head-scratcher for Red Bull as to how they can stem this flow. They've still got 8 points in the lead of the championship.